Have you ever found yourself asking the question, what is worse than a child molester? If so, I am here to tell you. I am here to answer that very question for you. And when I'm done, there is no need to thank me. You are welcome. And now, as seen in Medium Rare, the guide to fine dining and perfect timing, I, Rag Reynolds, present to you a list of things worse than child molesters. Furries. Furries are freaks who like to walk around dressed as giant anthropomorphic animals. Oftentimes, this is a sexual thing. It's creepy. Social justice warriors. A social justice warrior is a person who promotes socially progressive views such as feminism, civil rights, multiculturalism, political correctness, and identity politics. Most of the women tend to be fat, blue-haired lesbians, and the men tend to be skinny nerds who are in dire need of some pussy. Veggies. There are three kinds of veggie. A vegetarian, a pescatarian, and a vegan. Vegans are all-around intolerable people. Vegetarians are just weak-willed wannabe vegans, and pescatarians are just weak-willed wannabe vegetarians. Child molesters who also kill their victims. Pretty self-explanatory. Christians. Yeah, so apparently there was this one time where this Jewish guy turned water into wine and then was crucified but then came back as a zombie. Then there's this other time where our all-loving creator decided to flood the world and kill all of his children just because a few of them did some bad things. Muslims. The Prophet Muhammad did marry a 9-year-old after all. Old people farts. So fucking gross. Some guy ate 27. You fucking Otherkin. These are people who believe that they aren't actually human. Some of them believe themselves to be dragons trapped inside of human bodies. Other examples include robots, deer, wolves, ogres, fictional characters, and microwaves. Real-life vampires. Yes, I'm serious. 90% of internet atheists. These people have turned atheism into a cult. 99% of internet Wiccans. They will threaten to curse you and your brother's dog unless you send them a dick pic. Oh yeah, and they're usually fat with blue hair. Kinda like feminists. Trustafarians. I refuse to talk about this. Every person who has ever submitted fan art to deviantart.com. Let's just say that DeviantArt is a safe haven for furries. Everyone on freethoughtsblogs.com. I got 3 types of cancer from 2 different visits to this website. People who think Tosh.0 is funny. It's not. The bubonic plague. Germs are gross. Jenny McCarthy. Keep her away from me. Amy Schumer. She fucked my dog and there's nothing you can do to prove that she didn't. Date movie. If you have movie in the title of your movie, then it's a shit movie. Seeing the train you really needed to catch leave because you arrived 1 minute late. I don't think there's anything more capable of pissing me off. Every YouTuber who's trying to be random. XD stoners. Stick to heroin, kids. People who take video games seriously. Only nerds take video games seriously. Video games are supposed to be for fun. Things aren't fun when you take them seriously. The government. Every government is incompetent and none of them have the level of integrity required to run a country. Children. If it weren't for children, child molesters wouldn't exist. Shaving off the top layer of bone. Shaving is for women, barbers, and gay men. Random eyelashes that appear under my eyelid. It's very irritating, and it leaves me with the same feeling a woman gets when her vagina is plagued with sand. Someone from corporate. Fuck corporate. Lena Dunham. Yuck. The Cleveland Show. Spin-offs usually suck, but this one sucks in a special kind of sucky way. Dane Cook's stand-up. If you've ever laughed at Dane Cook's stand-up, then you're probably the sort of person who would laugh at their own bedridden grandmother shitting themselves. Dane Cook. People who like the Paranormal Activity movies. They're terrible. People who eat French toast with a fork and knife. Use your fingers, you cretin. People who eat cake with a fork. Use either your fingers or a spoon. If you use a fork, then I hope you get diabetes and never eat cake again. Mayonnaise. It's revolting. Ketchup. Even worse than mayonnaise. Grown men and women who obsess over Disney. They are obviously not that grown up after all. Dubstep. You can hardly call it music. Swaggets. I have beaten up every single one of them I have ever met. Cutters. Cut your throat or cut nothing. Poetry enthusiasts. Poetry is for gay men, 14-year-old emo girls, and losers. Australians. You know you have failed when even the Earth's ozone layer is done with your shit and the only things you have given to the world are poisonous spiders, Ken Ham and aboriginals. Camel spiders. Creatures like this should not be allowed to exist. The media. I do not care about leaked celebrity sex tapes or the price of a movie star's new mansion. Depressed teenagers on the internet. Rewind and see what I said about cutters. People who wipe the grease off of their food, also known as wimps. The Brazilian World Cup opening ceremony. Two of my least favourite things put into one event. Yippee! The World Cup. I would rather eat camel shit than watch that garbage. People who walk slowly in front of me. It should be legal to shove them in the liver. People who stand on the wrong side of the escalator. It should be legal to push them over the handrail. People who take sports seriously. Only homosexuals play sports unironically. Bronies. Grown men should not be watching My Little Pony. People who play Call of Duty. Play a full round online and I'm quite sure you'll agree. The Ice Bucket Challenge. If you have Lou Gehrig's disease then you probably deserve it. Cats. Get a dog. Ghetto people. They think they're tough, but they ain't got them skills to hang with me, bruv. Redneck trash. I'm looking at you, Alabama. Bugs. They're a nuisance to me. Sam Pepper. Not because he's a rapist, but because people who have the name of a condiment in their name deserve nothing more than to drop dead of heart disease at a young age. Erica Kirkoran. No respect. Instant coffee. Stop being poor. Drink real coffee. Michael Bay. Boom. Boom. Ah. Boom. Boobs. Boom. Socialists. Not cute. Hats. Oh my, you look so amazing in that hat. Not to mention, it seems very practical. Said no one ever. Pittsburgh Penguins. A disgrace to penguins. People from South California. I feel sorry for the rest of California. Australian apologists. Australians do not deserve our sympathy. The only thing we should grant them is permission to submerge their country in the ocean. People who refer to others as bro. Can you not? The beach. The only place worse than the beach would be an Australian beach. People who think pansexuality is a legit sexuality. They're delusional. People who knit. If you knit while being under the age of 78, legend has it that the spirit of the first ever lady to knit will appear at the foot of your bed before taking it upon yourself to forcefully eat your ass. English tap water. Are you trying to kill me? People named Julie. There are no good Julies. Radiators. They are never necessary. Put on a second layer, dummy. People who take their own snacks into the cinema. When I go to the cinema, I expect to be ripped off. It's part of the experience. Stop ruining it. Liars. They are the worst of the worst. Nothing is worse than a liar. And if you want to hear more about Worse Than a Child Molester, then you can buy this book and check out for yourself, link in the description. I also have season 2 of Worse Than a Child Molester in production right now. If you want to see the first season, you can go check out the playlist on my channel right now. Until this next season comes out, you'll have to cope with that. But the next season is going to be far better than the first, so do not think it's going to be anything like that. I'm going to have a new format, it's going to be shot much better. Everything about this new season is going to be much, much better. So be excited for that. And until next time, you're welcome, society.